In this episode of Sailing Dark Angel, we shelter in the shallow Litterbox to dodge Hurricane Erin's outer bands, where I dive the anchor in a silty bottom with good holding. Back-to-back storm bands bring heavy rain and lightning. A nearby cat gets hit, so Dave goes to help. We do a final provision run before a quick swim at Sand Dollar, and then we pull anchor in the dark for the first leg to the Dominican.
If you like our videos, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. It's free for you and really helps our channel.
We are not used to seeing cars go by our anchorage. How's it look here?
A lot clearer.
Is it?
Uh-huh. Believe it or not.
That's interesting.
It's a lot clearer. Check this. Wow.
What?
Very deep.
It's buried deep?
I'm a little confused. There's a mound of sand, and it's like underneath it. Bunch of silt. Like muddy, silty, but it's okay. She's under a lot of heavy sand and silt, so she's going nowhere. It's like an optical illusion almost, because the chain just disappears right underneath the silt. It's amazing. It's like, how did that do that? But it looks like it's gonna stay. That's for damn sure, because there's only just the top of the hook showing. So
Awesome.
and I yanked on it, stayed down there for a little bit, yanked on it some more, and it wasn't moving, so we're good.
Okay, cool. Thank you. That fish is still living in that through hole?
Uh-huh.
We're on the bottom at 2.1 feet here. That's the depth. So 2.1, we're on the bottom. I saw 2.1 a second ago. We're at absolutely low tide. And we're here in the litter box. And they call it the litter box because this is where cats go when it gets stormy, because it's really shallow and other boats can't get in. But you see there's lots of other boats here.
Dave, we're at a half an hour off of low tide.
Low tide is at 9:57. It's 9:54.
No,
How do you figure?
it's at 10:30.
I don't know what I just read. I just pulled it up.
I'm gonna look again.
So you can see we are real close to the bottom. We're skimming. But the bottom is silty. So even if we're on the bottom, we're really not on anything firm. It's just silt.
Okay, you were right.
It happens. Don't sound so surprised. So the wind is going to clock around as this hurricane approaches. Right now we're facing more or less north, sort of northeast a little bit. I don't know, I don't have compass out. But when it clocks around, they're going to be facing right into here. And then our butt will be over here. And there's a little bit of room to swing. All of these boats have lots and lots and lots of line out, which we wanted to get away from all of them. So the holding's supposed to be good. The bottom's very silty. It's very shallow.
It's very silty, which is actually giving us a little bit of a cushion.
And there's lots of protection from that hill from west wind. It is a little bizarre watching cars go by, and a tractor trailer went by this morning, but we're expecting the winds to pick up.
A little bit.
We're getting gusts of 15, 16 knots here right now, which is absolutely no big deal where we are. The boat's barely moving. If we didn't hear the wind and watch it on the wind indicator, we wouldn't even know.
But we are very well protected here in the litter box.
We are.
Yeah. But then I came out here because it gets really hot and stifly sometimes because it's like over 30 degrees. And I'm like, I come out here and I see that. So I start yelling for Dave, hey, get your butt out here. Erin showed up.
So you can see there's layers of clouds, and that'll get worse as the day progresses, as the storm rolls north. It's going to be interesting.
Let me know when it's time that we should bring the boom back to the center.
Let's do that now.
Yeah, you think now?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
I mean, we're gonna lose some solar, but better now than after the wind's blown.
Yeah.
It's starting to sneak its way this way. Getting a little ugly out here. Not too bad yet. You can see a band of rain over there near Stocking Island.
So it's raining over the hurricane holes.
It's raining over the hurricane holes.
It's picked up a bit in the last few minutes. We're seeing 29 knot gusts. Not too bad. But we've got lightning all around us, so we're shutting off electronics and so forth, because that's the real danger for us at this point. We can be sheltered from wind and rain and waves, but you can't do anything about being sheltered from lightning. So let's just hope we don't attract any of it. I mean, rain's not that bad and the wind is not bad when we're in here. If we were over in Kids Cove where we had intended to be, there would have been a lot of chop. It would have been a rough ride, but over here it's pretty calm. Let's just hope the lightning moves off in a bit. That's a lot.
All right, here comes the next round. Does not look delightful.
Another band.
Another band of cloud wrapping around us. Look how nice it is over there. Why aren't we over there? and look over here. We got. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good right there.
Some wispy clouds and some sun. Of course, that's a tower cloud with shelves in it. But I mean, it's a pretty sun. Yeah.
That's ugly. That is just.
Well, that's
so
gross.
the winds are starting to pick up again.
Yeah.
So let's get set for what, round 2?
This is like round 5. All right. For several days now, the hurricane has been moving by and it hasn't been bad here at all. The only issues we have is occasionally we have these thunderstorm cells. And there's one over there right now with lightning. And the lightning is, of course, what we're a little gun shy of right now. You can see it's a fair-sized cell. But this is the dregs of the hurricane passing us by. It's actually moved well north of us now and well east of us. But it's a very, very large wind field and a large storm field, and we're catching the tail end of it. And it's the lightning that bothers me the most. So we've got the computer shut off and unplugged, and the hard drives and everything are shut off and unplugged. The generator's unplugged from the boat. There's not a whole lot more we can do. There's more AC electrical we can shut off, but the DC stuff, it is what it is. It's all direct wire, and there's no way to really isolate it from the lightning. I wish I was calm and collected like Lisa instead of nervous. But
Raw and real? I'm still not okay. I'm still not okay.
you're a
with
whole
this.
case of baskets.
Yeah, that's looking worse now.
Yeah, it's because it's getting closer. It's getting bigger. It's getting closer.
I am
It's
now
getting lightninger.
weather sensitive. I am very lightning sensitive. Let's
We're
just
thinking
say.
maybe we'll go ashore and hang out in that house. We haven't seen anybody in it yet.
Think they'll let us?
If we
They might.
squat there, it's ours, right?
I wonder how hard my ass would hit the driveway when they kick me out. So what's happening now, Captain Dave?
Well, we thought everybody got through that last little lightning storm unscathed, but they didn't. There's a Bali nearby that got hit. The local fix-it guy, I'm not going to mention him because he doesn't want to be on camera, has asked me to come and help diagnose all the problems with this boat. So
Yeah, tell them where it is and why that was scary for us.
that boat is right where we were anchored before we moved here, I think. I haven't gone there yet, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's the boat that was right near us.
Yeah, so
And
we're
it's a catamaran. He's got engine issues. He's got issues, windlass issues, all kinds of stuff. So I'm on my way over there right now. I gotta go.
okay.
Sun is rising over the Litterbox. We're up early this morning because high tide is very early and it's very, very shallow here and we need to get out. So Hurricane Erin has passed. It looks like most of the hurricane dregs have passed us. I know there's always room for more. One of our friends was hit yesterday by lightning, so it's never over till it's over. We're gonna go back over today and check on them. Little starfish, that's how clear the water is this morning. Got a little bit of depth under us.
So we're gonna ride off into the sunset, at least for a minute, before we turn around and go around February Point and back over to Kids Cove to get some more last minute provisions and hopefully start making our way south and get to Dominican, because we really got to get out of the Bahamas while we're still legally in the Bahamas. That's the rules. It's so beautiful out here right now. It's nice and calm and there's no wind, and see all the blue sky? Problem is a storm cell just blew over, lasted about, what, 20 minutes, half hour?
Yes, 20 minutes.
We got about a quarter of a tank of water from it. And in our rain catchment, we got about a quarter of a tank of water. I pulled the plug out of the dinghy. We were about to launch it. I had just put the plug in, and I pulled the plug back out because it was rapidly filling with water. And there was just a chain of lightning strikes, just a chain. So we had the battery disconnect switches disconnected. We had that kind of disconnected it from the inverter. I had all the instruments disconnected. I still have to go reconnect all that. The C-Talk backbone and all that needs to be all put back together because I unplugged it all. I am just not okay with tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff getting destroyed by a random lightning strike again. So now hopefully it's calmed down a bit. We can go to town, get the last few provisions we want, because we think we're leaving tomorrow to start our trek south to the Dominican. So that's 2 or 3 more stops. 3 more stops, I think, in the Bahamas, all day trips and all very, very short stops. And then Matthews Town, and we check out and wait for a weather window to go to the Dominican, which is a 2 or 3 day straight shot with no stops. So, and if we can manage to keep all of our equipment working until then, might actually get there. Gross. Gonna be on the beach in a minute. Isn't it though? Oh, those guys are trying to back into the beach, so they're gonna anchor over there. They're gonna back into the beach and do a Bahamas anchor on the beach. Works for me. Nowhere near here, probably for the same reason we don't want them here. They don't want to be here. This is our final night in the Exumas. Red sky at night and all that. Did you seriously just hurt your toe?
Oh, I kicked you and hurt my toe, and I didn't mean to kick you, and I still hurt my toe. Yeah.
It makes you feel any better, it can hurt.
I think I broke my toe.
I hope not.
Nah, it's not that bad. It'll be fine. It's
Might
fine.
have
It's
to
fine.
reshoe you.
Stop it! So, we are up at stupid o'clock in the morning.
Sure
How
are.
we doing, Captain Dave? What are we doing today, Captain Dave?
Starting the first leg of our trip south to the Dominican. So we're leaving Elizabeth Harbor, Georgetown, on Great Exuma,
Okay.
and heading toward the bottom tip of Long Island.
Yeah. What time did we get up?
Just before 5 o'clock this morning,
Yep. And pulled up anchor at?
5:15.
Yep. Bye, Georgetown. It was a lot of fun while we were here, but we gotta go. So we got the red light on, and we're just trying to find our way out of here. We gotta find our way out of this place. And I am going to make us coffees now that I've done all the running around. Some of the things that I had to do. I had to run up front and pull the anchor. Dave helped me. But there's absolutely no wind. Problem with no wind, of course, is all the bugs. And when we say bugs, they're flying. What are they?
Flying termites.
They're flying termites.
Thousands of
Termites.
them covering the boat right now.
Yeah. I used a little broom to sweep them all off because what else are you gonna do? We pulled up the anchor. It took two of us because there's no deck light up front. So Dave held a light so I could see what I was doing with the anchor, because you don't want to do that wrong. And like I said, there was no wind, so there was no danger of the boat going ashore or anything like that with the both of us pulling up the anchor. But Dave came back here, we pulled it up, after I pulled it up, and then I had to go out front and hold on to a little light and make sure that we didn't hit any mooring balls on the way out. And that was fun. We avoided everything, and now we're on our way. And we're following our track back out so that we can get to Hog Key Cut in time to hit high tide so that we don't run aground, because that's a really, really low cut, as we know, because that's the cut we used when we went to the Raggeds. So here we go again, out through Hog Key Cut.